kind of weird, but I just leave them like this, especially if I put them in after I took a shower and they were just a little bit wet last night. So I'm just gonna leave it like this for a little bit until it dries out. Forgive me for looking like a little doll with perfectly curled hair. That would have been awful. Just to confirm. I feel like I look awful this morning. I don't know why, but here we are. Welcome on in to like a day in my life. We have an audition to do today, so I thought I would bring you along to that. I feel like I have not talked to you guys in so long. I've filmed a few things since I've been home, but it's not been just like a solo day. Like it's been activities that like I've brought you on, and maybe I've talked to you a little bit. I don't know, it's been a while since we've just had an at-home vlog, and I've been editing all of my trip footage, which has been so fun sharing that with you guys. I've just been in an editing world, and I've really just missed you guys. I don't know, they're okay today, my girls, but we will probably rush them out in a minute or something like that. But since I have an audition to do, I'm gonna be a bit more careful with how they look. It's a pretty easy audition. Like I don't have to memorize anything. It's just sort of improvising through like scripted action, if you will. So that's nice. It's always nice whenever you don't have to memorize anything, because that's what takes me the longest and is sort of the most intimidating part. Have you ever gone on a bike after a long time of not riding one, and then you're kind of afraid that you're not going to remember how to ride a bike? And people say, oh, it's just like riding a bike, like it comes back to you. That is what it's like whenever you haven't memorized something in a minute. Like every time. I love this foundation, but I think I'm gonna go with one of the ones I'm trying to work through. But that is exactly what it's like trying to memorize lines after a minute. You just have a fear that you're gonna forget how to memorize lines, or you worry that you're going to forget how to act, even though it's like riding a bike. But sometimes there's quite a while in between auditions, and frankly, maybe it makes me a bad actor, but I'm not necessarily practicing self-tapes. Again, it's gonna make me sound like an awful actor, but I just know that I have an innate ability, and I trust that innate ability to be there whenever I need it. And I've gone to a lot of college, and I've basically learned throughout that I can trust my instrument. And practice, of course, is good, but I feel like I'm also practicing in a way whenever I'm like watching other people act, because I'm thinking about how I would do something, how I would portray that role. Whenever I went, I know I look ridiculous, whenever I went to Oklahoma for my work trip, I played music that I used to play back in like 2013, just to get in the vibe of being back in Oklahoma for a bit, and the music that I used to listen to whenever I lived there. And obviously I have a 5-hour drive. It's recalibrated my Spotify, and it's been giving me such good recommendations since, like so much more indie music. The indie that it would try to play for me would be like an indie Taylor Swift song or an indie Sabrina Carpenter song, and I love those, but they're not the indie that I'm looking for at all. Anywho, I can talk forever, I know, but that's what we're doing today, and let's get ready. We have the completed hair and makeup look. Hair is okay, makeup is okay. Out of the auditions I've done, it's like every audition you want to get, but maybe you see yourself more aligned with other brands or other opportunities. And this is one where I'm like sort of iffy if it falls in line with what I would cast myself as, if that makes sense. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm mainly just worried about getting it done. I feel like the blush doesn't really look right for the look that I'm going for, so I'm gonna change that up and see if it works a bit better. Like maybe you can't tell the difference and maybe there is no difference, but I feel a little bit better with that on. I just felt a little clowny with the other one, with this one. I mean, I do love this one though, don't get me wrong, but it just wasn't what I wanted for today. Ow, Jesus. I don't know what I want for this outfit. It's like kind of casual, so maybe just like a t-shirt. I think this would look really cute for it, but I just really don't want to put on a long sleeve yet. It's kind of toasty in my house today, which I'm not mad about. And it gets really hot in my auditions because I have to turn the AC off. I can't find them, but I'm just gonna put on some blue jeans. Here's the completed look. Like I said, casual. I found my pants. I ran out of hangers, so I couldn't put all of my clothes away, so they were still in my clean clothes bin. I need to go eat something and chill because I haven't done that this morning, so I'm gonna take a few minutes just to fully wake up my mind, relax a little bit. It's about 11 right now, and I have a call at 1. So I have plenty of time to get that done. So I will catch up with you in a minute. Today, I don't feel like putting up my big lights. I just feel like if putting up my big lights is going to get in between me and doing the audition like faster, then I'm just gonna use my little ring light that I have, get the audition done and that is much better than me stressing about my big lights, you know? An audition done is better than an audition procrastinated over lighting. I think I've shown you this before, but I have this little light that I use as like a filler light behind me. I just feel like it amplifies your audition like just a little bit, enough to, I think, send it over the edge a little bit. It just looks a lot more professional having that filler light behind you. Now I just need to read through my instructions one more time, get the little like beats down, and then send it. So it seems like there's 7 beats for me to hit. So basically I just need to memorize those beats. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably just start filming and just try to hit those beats, and if I forget a beat then I'll review, just go for it. I don't know, I would prefer just to like, because there's a chance that you'll just get it on the first take, and so I'd just rather film all of the takes. I've just heard that from like, pretty sure it's my acting professor said to just film all of your takes, because what if you strike gold? And if you weren't filming, then it'd be rather unfortunate to not have that take on film. And what if you can't find it again? I got it. I think it's cute. That's it. It's nice whenever it's just like easy, I guess, like it should be. It's just like very simple instructions. So now we've just got to airdrop it and send it as a WeTransfer. I do feel like I ended up looking very pale, like it's just that foundation. That's why I'm trying to get rid of it. Okay, just going to check the email, and yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird, but there's no slate required, so that's awesome. So kind of an easy peasy one. It feels like it should be harder or something, and so you're like questioning if you did everything right, or like, you know, you have to like triple check, but it's like, yeah, sometimes it's just easy. I feel so weird it being this easy. Like, I'm so paranoid because it was so easy. Okay, transferring, awesome. Okay, so finally, able to talk about it. Good conversation with my agent the other day. I've been with them for about a year now. It's like June or July, and it's mid to late August now, which is insane. So I just wanted to check in and see if there's any like feedback, say from casting, which I know you really don't get any feedback from casting, but if there's been anything in a year, or if he has any feedback for me. And basically he was saying no, that his requirements of being able to see me and hear me, and that he liked that I use props. So the things that he was looking for as an agent for his clientele, like boop, 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 check all the boxes, so that's good. And we're getting seen by a lot of the same, like, casting offices are bringing me in again and again. So that is really promising, and really the only solid feedback that you can take away as an actor is like, have I made an impression on the casting director? So we call that, my acting professor calls that booking the room. And that's really what you want to do. That is your only goal whenever you're sending in an audition. Of course, you want to book the gig, but you can't guarantee that. The casting office can't promise you that. They can't promise that you're going to be the best for the role, because like I've seen another casting director talk about how you may look like the lead, or you may look like a series regular that they've hired and you just haven't seen them yet, and so you don't understand, well, they bring me in all the time, why didn't they cast me? So the only thing you can guarantee is that you're making an impression and being memorable for the casting office that you are auditioning for. So I'm doing that. So successful auditions are happening, which is great. I haven't booked anything in this year, which is obviously, like, you want to do that. And I think part of it is that you want to be paid for your services eventually. Like, one booking would essentially pay for all of the cast or the auditions that I've sent in, but I haven't gotten that. And so you're just putting in a lot of free effort with no payback for yourself. So I just hope eventually to be able to at least book one thing to pay myself for my time. That's the way that I see it. I don't know if other people see it differently, but I have my day job, so I have money. I'd love to keep talking to you guys and keep filming, but I think this is a really like succinct day in my life for an audition day. I think I'm gonna end that there. Thank you so much for watching. I will let you know if anything positive with it happens, but likely nothing will. And that's the gig. That is the life of being an actor. I will let you go. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. And I really hope you've been enjoying all of the Southern California vlogs that have just went out. They've been so much fun to live and to edit and to relive them through editing them. I had so much fun on the trip, and it's been really exciting to see you guys like enjoy the trip vicariously through me and as much as I did. With all that being said, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, and subscribe before you go.